Hi, I'm Darlene,
And I am Viktorya.
and we're going to present to you South Tangerang's local cuisine. Please enjoy! South Tangerang is a small, independent, and modern city located in Banten Province, Indonesia. Even though all modern things go around the life of people who lives in this city, there are some traditional things left to enjoy, such as local cuisine. South Tangerang local cuisine are not that much, but there are some local cuisine that originally came from South Tangerang, and people did not know that this local cuisine came from South Tangerang. What are they? First is kue jorong or kue jojorong or jojorong cake. It's made from palm sugar, coconut milk, and mixed with rice flour. It tastes kind of sweet but not too sweet. Also have a porridge texture, but it's not that soft either. It also has a unique container or mold made from banana leaf. Also, this cake quite easy to find in fasting month. Kue jejorong often found in traditional markets such as kue pasar subuh in Shuttle Bus BSD near Taman Jajan. Actually, pasar kue subuh BSD is not really a market. It consists of several tent stalls, and the seller will come to sell their products, mostly traditional Indonesian foods, snacks, or desserts. And there is one seller who really attracted my attention that time because she sells kue jojorong. I really didn't know who her name was because I think it will be awkward back then to suddenly asking her name. But I remember my father asking how long has she been selling her products, and she told us she started selling her products back in 2014, and it's still going until 2020 last year, and then she closed due to the pandemic. She also stated that why she sells it, because first, she likes to cook traditional Indonesian snacks, desserts, and foods. First time I saw this cake, I thought it was a small portion of bubur sumsum or sumsum porridge. It's quite cute because I rarely seen sumsum porridge in that really small portion. It tastes sweet but not too sweet. Also, it gives off pandan leaf scent and a strong palm sugar scent once you put it in your mouth. It also has a texture like a porridge, but it's not really that soft as a porridge. To make this cake is quite simple and the ingredients are easy to get. Here are the recipe according to tastemet.com and the steps to make this cake. Prepare some brown sugar, red sugar or palm sugar, suji water, pandan leaf water, coconut milk, salt, rice flour, and sago flour. Grate or cut thin the sugar. Put the sugar into the mold or takir. Pour rice flour, sago flour, salt, pandan leaf water, and coconut milk into the bowl. Mix it together until no grains of the ingredients left. Pour topping layer 1 and steam for 30 minutes. Pour sago flour, condensed coconut milk, and salt together and mix until no grains of ingredients left. Pour topping layer 2 and steam for another 10 minutes. After cooked, remove from the steamer and it's ready to serve. This cake costs from 5,000 to 20,000 rupiah per pack. The cost depends on the quality of the ingredients used in the cake and the quantity that the customer wants. I think both the market and the food are neat, safe, clean, and hygiene. First, because the sellers prepare some small bins for the customer to use to throw away the trash, even though the management team of Shuttle Bus BSD have prepared bigger bins for people to use, and the sellers also prepare some wet and dry tissues for the customer to use to sanitize themselves before picking the food that they choose. Second is, I did not see any small flies hovering above the food that the seller sells. So I think it's really hygiene over there. Also, I did not see any trash scattered around the area where the sellers selling their products. And what I like from both the place and the food is first, it's quite easy to spot and it's located near where I lived. Second, it has a good price with good quality and quantity of the food. And lastly, it has variety of menu of traditional snacks, desserts, and foods. It's really rare nowadays to find kue jajorong in any traditional market because it's only shows up every fasting month. And if you search it on internet, there will be only online shops that sells this cake, but there's no offline shops or stores that going to sell this cake. I hope that Pasar Kue Subuh will do a reopening again in the near future so people will know more about South Tangerang local cuisine from this market, and I hope this market will develop even better in the near future.
The second local cuisine of Soto Tangerang is sagon bakar or bilit sagon. This cake is the opposite of kue jojorong because it is a dry cake while jojorong is a wet type of cake. Sagon bakar is made from coconut base with a delicious and savory taste. Even though the name is sagon bakar or bilit sagon, the cooking process of the cake is done inside an oven. Most people cook this cake with a variety of mold so it looks fun to try eating the cake. The familiar coconut taste, the simple process of cooking, and the variety of shapes make this cake as one of the most iconic souvenirs from South Tangerang. Sagon bakar is easy to find because it's sold almost everywhere like both traditional and modern market, cake shops, and even hotels. A place where sagon bakar still produced near in Darlene's house is Sagon Bakar Bu Irma Lezat. Actually, we never visit her shop, but Darlene's mother once visited her to order several boxes of sagon bakar to be enjoyed by Darlene's family and also to be resold on 8 Fitri 2021. From Darlene's house, her shop took 23 minutes and online transport cost around 23,000 rupiah to 26,000 rupiah. The nearest landmark to her shop is Pamulang Estate, Moscow. She cooked the cake in her own house in Pamulang Estate. Irma started focusing on selling sagon bakar in 2013, which began when she started fulfilling orders of various dry cakes for her customers on 8 Al-Fitri 2012. So, she already sold sagon bakar start for 9 years. In a day, she could pack around 50 kg of sagon bakar with a variety of packaging. Her products are also sold in modern and supermarkets such as Living World, Telaga Seafood, Total Buah, and other big modern markets in South Tangerang. Irma also has many connections of resellers. One of them is in Australia. At the time, she made sagon bakar because she wanted to try the recipe from her family heritage, and when it was done, it had a really good result, and so she decided to sell it. The first time when Darlene experienced the taste of sagon bakar is quite nutty and makes Darlene want to drink water at the same time when she eat because the texture is not soft, kind of hard to dissolve in her mouth. But Irma sagon bakar is different. The taste is sweet but not sweet, and the texture is still nutty, but it does not feel like you need to drink water at the same time when you eat her sagon bakar. It is not too soft, but the texture quite similar to kue putri salju or snow white cake. The ingredients of sagon bakar are also simple to get. Start with grated coconut, glutinous rice flour, vanilla powder, water, salt, margarine, and sugar. Here are the steps to cook sagon bakar. The first step, Roast the glutinous rice flour for 10 minutes with medium heat. Next, roast the freshly grated coconut until it is dry, then set it aside. Then, mix dry grated coconut with roast glutinous rice flour, salt, sugar, vanilla powder, water, and margarine. Stir until evenly distributed. Prepare the sagon mold according to taste, then bake the sagon touch in an oven that has been heated 160 degrees for approximately 50 to 20 minutes or until cooked. Lastly, remove the cake from the oven if it had been cooked, cool it and then serve it. Sagon bakar costs around 2,000 rupiah until 30,000 rupiah, depends on the quality or quantity of the ingredients that were used for cooking, how many you order, or the cake size. When Darlene's mother visited her place, she told Darlene that her place is really neat and clean because she produces food in her own house. So it has to be hygiene everywhere. From what we saw on Google, her house quite spacious to produce food, especially cakes, because they need room to cook it, cool down the food and package them. So it quite effective, and that is the reason we like the place. She sells her products because she could take good care of it. And also the taste of the cake met Darlene's expectation, unlike other sagon bakar and packaged safe and nicely. And we hope more people, especially teenagers, have tried her cakes, especially sagon bakar, get to know that South Tangerang has variety of traditional and figure out that sagon bakar is one of them.
So thank you for enjoy our presentation. We are truly sorry if there are some mistakes in our words or in some material of the presentation that we have given to you. So have a nice day.